video. I was thinking, I hope I didn't say that. No, I'm not on a Dollar Tree video. I was just telling. I'm back in the kitchen. I went to Walmart late yesterday and had to pick up a few items my husband was requesting because he's been pretty much sick all week. And so I brought in the cold stuff and anything they go in the refrigerator last night and put it up. Rest of it's still in the car. But I'm going to turn you around and let you see what I got. Okay, the first thing I got, our Walmart, and I don't know if all the Walmarts do this, but I got 2 rotisserie chickens. They say they're 1 pound, 13 ounces. How they can get 2 chickens with the same amount of weight, I have no clue. That's what they say. There's no way this thing weighs a lot more than 1 pound, 13 ounces. I may have to put it on a scale and see. But I'm pretty sure more than 1 pound, 13 ounces. But anyway, I bought 2 rotisserie chickens. And with the rotisserie chickens, I've got mashed potatoes and gravy. And I got macaroni and cheese. All this right here came out of the deli, and it was $10. I couldn't buy the chicken and do the rotisserie myself for $10 for 2. Plus I got 2 sides, and that's what we're having for supper tonight. I knew we weren't having it last night, but I knew I wasn't going back to Walmart. Therefore, that's why I put it in the refrigerator last night. And like I said, another thing I always get at Walmart, and I was actually out because I've been trying to stay out of Walmart, and I take a craving for it, is my light Greek yogurt, vanilla flavored. 90 calories a serving. And it's a great value brand. It's 2 pounds, so that's what I said. I think the chicken weighs more than 1 pound, 13 ounces. But I love this yogurt. Love it, love it, love it. Move that back. I was a little adventurous when I went to the Walmart. So I thought I'd try some of this light and fit Greek yogurt because I love strawberry cream cheesecake, cherry cheesecake, milkshakes that are cheesecake. This one had 3 strawberry cheesecake. It had me sold on that. Then when I got it home, I noticed it had a toasted coconut vanilla. I'm not a real big fan of coconut, except in Mounds bars. I mean, I'll eat some. It's not that I'm opposed to it. I'm just not a big fan of it. So last night I actually tried the toasted coconut vanilla. It was good. And today so far I had one of the strawberry cheesecake, and it was good. And it's made by Dannon, so you can't go wrong with this Greek yogurt. I think it was $3 something for 6 of them. I didn't put my phone on tripod, so I'm going to try to hang on to it here. I'm wanting to make some coleslaw because I've got a casserole I'm wanting to make. So to make it easier, because I'm right in the middle of stuff right now, I just bought a tricolored coleslaw. Product of Mexico. And it's 16 ounces of green cabbage, carrots, red cabbage. So all I have to do is really put my coleslaw dressing with it, and I've got coleslaw. I was out of one of my favorite salads. I ate a lot of salads. Not always a full helping at one time, but I like to have a little salad with my meals. And so I got me some sweet kale chopped salad by Taylor Farms. It is 12 ounces. I forget how much I gave for it. I know I usually try to find it when it's marked down, but last night it wasn't marked down. And was not going to go home without it. It has broccoli, green cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, peppers. What? I think I've tried to say all this with you before. But yeah, one of my favorite salads. And one of the reasons it's my favorite salad, I like crunch. I don't always like everything. I don't always like everything kind of mushy or whatever. I like crunch to my food too. And salads are one way to get a different texture and to accent what you're eating. So that's why I like the kale salad. Let me see. I think I've got 2 more items that were in the refrigerator. I have to go out to the car. It's already evening. And get the rest of it so I can haul it for you. Tomatoes on the vine. Vine ripened. It says for superior flavor. And I figured it would be a product of Mexico, but it was actually a product of the USA. And it had 6 tomatoes in it. I think it's like $1.97. Not as good as homegrown, but when you're needing a tomato, yes. I bought Powerade. And I bought 6 of them. I only have this one in the house right now because I gave my husband one last night and the rest of them are out in the car. But I bought 2 grape. And what else did I get? I think I bought 2 red and 2 blues. And Eli, he can't really drink a lot of the red because of the food coloring and his ADHD. But he loves any of them. So he said, Mama, I'll have some purple or blue. And I said, that's all right. And then this morning, my husband realized he better not be drinking any more Powerade because it has high fructose corn syrup in it. He gets gout real bad, and he thinks just having, I don't know if he drank 1 bottle or I think he drank 2 because since last night he's drank 2 because I brought 3 in, and that's the only one left. I got it for 78 cents for 28 ounces. So I didn't think that was a bad deal. And my last purchase was milk. And I've got a casserole I'm wanting to make, and it asked for 1% milk. I usually buy 2%, but this time I bought the 1% to make in my, put in my casserole. But yes, this was all my cold stuff. And I'll bring you back in a little bit when I get the rest of it out of the car and show you what else I got. It's a lot later since I showed y'all the refrigerated stuff that I had gotten at Walmart. And since then, I've had to go pick up Eli, feed my family, check on the little ones. And now I'm back to finish up this haul. I was hoping Omi would be back by tonight. I'm kind of sitting in a place she and I sit at a lot in the kitchen. But with Kenny being sick, we all decided as a family that it might be better if she waits till he gets a little bit better because even though she has her own place next door, we spend about 90% of our awake time once we get going and get dressed. We spend about 90% of that time together. And there's no need for her to come over just to have to be at her house. So, be a few more days, but Omi's coming back. I had talked earlier about the Powerades and how I had gotten the blue. And I told you already about them, but it's called, the blue's called Mountain Berry Blast. And they were on sale for 78 cents. And like I said, Kenny's decided because it has the high fructose, it's probably better that he doesn't drink it. Fruit Punch is the red. So very sparingly, unless the girls, when they come, or Evan, a friend of Eli's, comes, very sparingly would Eli get the red. It will get put back for emergency. And of course, you've already seen the grape. I feel like the camera's too close to me, but it's just the way it is tonight. Let me see here. Oh, if I get this done, I can actually get my video ready, and I can get my groceries finish put up. That's my main intention. And of course, we got to have our bananas. And I got quite a few because, like I said, I'm trying to stay out of Walmart. And you know, as many walkthroughs as I've done at the Dollar General, I can't remember if they even have bananas. I wouldn't worry so much about it if I knew they did, but I know Kenny likes a banana every morning. So I try to make sure he gets that. Let me see. One thing I was really surprised about Walmart during all this is that their canned meats, and I may try to do a walkthrough one day, they're really replenishing their canned meats really good. I just bought a 2-pack of the chicken chunk breast. Thinking it's right around $4. I know the 4-pack is $7 and something, but I just got two reasons. Before I started canning last summer with Omi, and we canned meat, as you can see, I now have my own canned chicken breast. She and I done that together. But before we started canning our own meat, I was buying chicken breast in a can like this. And it's really good. It's good for casseroles. It's good for chicken salad, barbecue chicken. Just about anything you would use chicken in, you can use the canned chicken. And it's 12 and a half ounce cans each. Another thing that only Walmart has for Kenny, at the price I get it for, he used to eat like the Little Debbie cherry pies. He ate just about any of the Hostess cherry pies. He really likes the Walmart pies that come individually. They're 50 cents a piece, and they're in the deli. He was eating apple, like I've said before, but now he requests only cherry. So I added it up one time on ounces. This one is 4 ounces. And I compared prices to the regular sized apple pies. And it was just as economical to get the individual. And we don't have to worry about cutting and finding a plate and all that. It's all in here. Excuse me. I'm still trying to get over whatever it is I've had. That's one reason we want to take extra precautions with Omi and Michelle and the girls and everyone else. So that's why we're kind of not in quarantine. I'm not quite in quarantine. Eli's not quite in quarantine, but we really don't want anybody exposed to Kenny right now. Just not because of what's going on in the world. It's something we go through every year. But at the same time, there's always that 1% chance we could be wrong. So now I've got a few items that aren't food. I'll start off with the clearance items. When I go to Walmart, I usually go to their clearance section, as I've told you before. And the only thing they really had in it this time was masks. They had the 2-count Hypex Global ear loop disposable mask. And it's distributed by Hypex Global in Rogers, Arizona. And they were actually manufactured July of 2020. And they were made in China. But I got these for 50 cents, half price. They were regular $1, and I got them for 50 cents. So I went and bought 3 of them. Because I've been buying masks. And like I said, when I go in, I'll buy more if they have them. But for now, I just bought 3. I bought one of these in one of my other hauls a month or 2 ago. I can't remember which, but I still like it. Red, I still love the color. So I got another one, Keep Calm and Stay 6 feet away. And I got it for $1. You're going to start noticing some of my hauls that my attention's turned to springtime and summertime and different things that we'll be doing. Been on hunt for canning jars, canning lids, anything that I think that I might need or that other people are looking for, so I can inform you. Well, Walmart this week, and I posted a picture, actually had canning jars. Not a lot of them, but they did have them. They had half-gallon, pint, jelly. They didn't have the canning lids, but I did find some leak-proof lids. It's 6 storage lids, regular mouth. And this is good, like, to store your dry goods and stuff in your jars. And say your jar has the rim and it has the lid, but you're not using it for canning. You can put one of these on it, and if you run out short on lids with your other jars, you can borrow off the jar that you have this lid on. So I got one for the regular mouth. And then I've got one, should be large mouth. Yeah, wide mouth. I was looking at the other language. I can't read that. But it's 6 storage lids, BPA free, wide mouth. And like I said, I store a lot in jars, and I've been using my lids and my rings. But like I said, if I need the extra ones that the jars have on it and I'm storing dry goods, I can put one of these on them and have the other one. One more thing on the clearance rack. It's 5 ounces spicy cinnamon stick scented wax cubes. And they were on clearance for $2. Says the regular price was $3.47. So I bought 2 of them because you know how I am about my lavender, but I love my cinnamon. I know years and years ago, before I started getting into more lavender, I would buy the cinnamon apple at the Dollar Tree. And let me see if I can go find the jar. I've got one bottle, just a little bit left because I haven't used them in a while. But I've not been able to find the liquid potpourri again. As soon as I can find the liquid, I will buy it because I've been using liquid. We've been here 20 years. I've been using liquid since we lived in town. I've probably been using the liquid potpourri about 30 years. So let me see if I can find that bottle real fast. I've been cleaning and rearranging. I may have a little bit of video on that coming up in the future because I am slow between everything that's going on the farm, a sick husband, Eli in school. I'm just in low energy. Believe it or not, it's paying me to go through my kitchen and my pantry and trying to organize. It's not, even when I show it later, if I decide to show it, it's not going to be picture perfect, no, but if I can remember where things are at and not spend as much time a day hunting stuff, it's well worth it. But this is, I don't know when I bought this. This is years ago because I found it when I was decluttering. It's apple cinnamon and it's made by Luminescence. I'll tell you, it was a Greenbrier product. And I was trying. Looks like it was made in Canada. Looks like it was made in Canada. But this is what the bottles look like. Over 33 ounces of potpourri. And like I said, this is years and years ago. It's been since we've lived here, but the fragrance isn't as strong as it was when I bought it. But it wasn't sealed anymore because I had used some of it at some point. So I'm going to be finishing this up in the next few days. And I'm going to stay on the lookout. So if you ever find the liquid potpourri, I know I'm not on a Dollar Tree video, I was thinking, I hope I didn't say that. No, I'm not on a Dollar Tree video. I was just telling you that I used to use the apple cinnamon from the Dollar Tree, and I love cinnamon. So I got these at Walmart. This is at the Dollar Tree. But if you like the liquid potpourri, that's where you can get it. You may see me showing this if you watch my Dollar Tree hauls. I may re-show it in something just so it fits into the video. You can tell it's getting later and later. I thought I was done with the food items. But you remember I bought the rotisserie chicken. And so one night, I plan on having barbecue chicken sandwiches. And I'm hoping Kenny, I'm hoping he's able to eat them. One of my all-time, for me, may not be for you, but for me, favorite flavored barbecue sauces is the Spicy Honey by Kraft. It's 1 pound, 2 ounces. To be honest, my all-time favorite. So, I went ahead and picked up a couple of bottles because even though I do like the other barbecue sauces and stuff, it is my all-time favorite. So I want to use it on the chicken this time. But it was good till January of 2022. So a year. I can breathe again. One thing about doing videos, I'm trying to encourage myself to stick with the program, and it was, like I said, real slow to me tonight trying to get back to it. I enjoy doing it, I really do, but sometimes, like I've been so much here and there and everywhere, sometimes it's hard for me just to sit down and do this. Like I said, I really enjoy it. I was hoping Omi would be back. We're going to have some hauls with Omi. I really have fun doing hauls, doing hauls with Omi and doing hauls with Eli, doing hauls with... I love doing hauls just having somebody sit next to me. If my dog would sit next to me, wouldn't be as good as Omi, but if Lexi would sit next to me and stare in the camera with me, that would be fun. And I may try it sometime. I don't know. But I hope you have a good day, and I hope you have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I hope you might have seen something on it that strikes your needs or wants. Like I said, out of all this right here, this is the thing I'm looking forward to the most with my chicken, because I really, really like it. So until next time, we'll talk soon.